X amount of friends and each course I want 2 hours.
Wow, X amount of friends. Fella doing maths in a podcast.
Hi, welcome to Interns UnderCover podcast series episode 1.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
I'm Shannon.
And I'm Nicolas.
And we are 4 interns working with Dr. Tech and Microwaves Media in Bangkok for 6 months.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so there's a little bit more about ourselves because we didn't get to introduce ourselves in our first vlog. So my name is Sarah Naha. I'm from Singapore Polytechnic. Best poly ever.
Okay. I don't think so. Hi, I'm Stephanie and I'm from Ngee Ann Polytechnic and I'm doing mass communication.
Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm also from Ngee Ann Polytechnic and I'm pursuing a diploma in Arts Business Management.
Hi, I'm Nicolas and I'm studying Cybersecurity and Geoforensics in Ngee Ann Polytechnic.
I mean, I didn't get to say my course. But I mean, saying I'm from Singapore Polytechnic is like already very good.
Nah,
No.
I don't think
But
so.
like, I'm also from Media and Communications, which is something like mass comm. Yeah.
Yes.
So like, wait, okay, before we proceed, we want to just like tell you guys more. So like, why are we in Thailand for the 6 months for internship?
Okay, so there's actually this program called Global Entrepreneurship Internship Program, where the schools such as like Singapore, actually all the polytechnics are on board of this program, and you can choose whether you want to go to Vietnam or Bangkok for now, or you can do a remote internship where you can go even for Silicon Valley instead. So the Global Entrepreneurship Internship Program is actually opening up to even more countries, but it's only narrowed down to these countries for these few years, only because of the COVID-19. So currently we are in the Bangkok side, and we didn't actually get to choose where to go except for Sarah. So I think that's where
I got to choose.
so I think that's where like Sarah's SP pride comes in.
Come on, man.
Like she has more like
Sorry.
options, but then
Yeah.
for the rest of us, we actually didn't get to choose, and they chose us based on our skill set and like our personality.
Yeah, it's
if I'm
fate
not
lah that
wrong.
you guys are here.
Yeah.
It's fate that I'm
Yeah.
meeting you.
Yeah, it's our fate.
Aww.
I'm like stuck between like both of them. Like okay. Okay, so like going back to the topic, like, did you guys actually like the choice of going to Bangkok, since like you chose Bangkok? So I think you actually like
Yeah,
you
of
actually
course.
like Bangkok.
Yeah, because like for me, I've been to Bangkok like every year before COVID,
Yeah.
and like my family like loves Bangkok, and it was like super easy to like navigate.
Yeah.
So when I like told them about the program, they were like, "Okay, Bangkok." And I was like, "Okay, let's go Bangkok." I was so excited also. So
Oh, but both of you, do you like that you got the option for Bangkok, or were you preferring like the Vietnam one?
Honestly, when I applied, I was like, okay, I don't mind doing either Vietnam or Bangkok because firstly, I've never been to Vietnam, and for Bangkok, I've been here, but based on preferences, obviously, maybe I'm biased to Bangkok because maybe I've been to Bangkok and I'm more familiar.
Yeah.
But if I got Vietnam, I would be okay because I love pho.
wow.
Wait, talking about that, I actually prefer like Bangkok a little bit more for the cuisine because I cannot take the taste of coriander, which is always in pho. Like in pho, I will always like remove the like pics of like the coriander because the taste is just so strong. Like I've been trying to like pick
Yeah.
up the taste.
You know what I want to do now? I want to buy you like a coriander cake.
Ah.
And then,
On the bread top one, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay, so on to Nicolas. Nicolas, what do you think of coming to Bangkok?
I just, because basically for the program, right, GEIP, there were 2 choices, remote internship or coming overseas. And I just did not want to go remote because I felt
Yeah.
like I want the working experience to work with my colleagues and work with
Of
people.
course.
So regarding Bangkok and Vietnam, I don't think I minded both. I think
Yeah.
I was just open to anything, just want to explore something new and go into a new working environment and culture.
shall we address first like how we found out about GEIP?
I think that's okay too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for you, because actually, if I'm not wrong, GEIP started with
In Ngee Ann Poly.
from
In
Ngee
Ngee Ann,
Ann,
yeah,
So
correct.
that's where the best school comes in.
Sorry, what?
The
We are the organizer,
the
you
best
know.
school gives all these opportunities to students. You see, like
So
that
then
you
gives,
can be
like,
here.
like better and bigger opportunities.
Thanks, NP. Thank you so much. No, okay, so how we found out about it was we
Yeah.
had some alumni sharing from I think some seniors that went for GEIP. But to be honest, I did not attend it. I did not. When my mentor asked me like whether I'm interested in this, and I was like, oof, interesting, but maybe not. Because I told him I'm more comfortable in MNCs where like there's a structure in place. I like in startups it makes me so scared because I'm not someone that's like very flexible with like rules. Like oh, so scary, you know. But then after that, I was like thinking about it. Then I was like, actually, it's a very good opportunity. Then my dad was saying like, when else would you be able to go overseas for an internship?
Oh my god.
You know, and you're
Yeah.
so
That is
young.
so
Just do
true.
it.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay. Then I told my mentor, I will do it. Then he said, have you read the slides? No. Then he's like, read it now. I was like, okay, sorry. So
Yeah.
Mr. Jovan, that's for you, Mr. Jovan. Yeah.
If she's watching this,
I will
He
send
better
you.
be.
Yeah,
he
he
better be.
Yeah, Mr. Jovan, I'll be watching you. No, you watch me. Yeah.
How are you watching
Yeah,
you?
you watch me. Yeah, how else do y'all find out about it?
I think for me, I found out through a senior. Like I think I briefly mentioned like it was just like a like I didn't think much when I said the statement. I said like honestly I want to go overseas internship because I travel a lot with my family, so I love like going abroad. But there's a very big difference between going abroad for a holiday and living
Yeah,
abroad. Like the whole scenario is just completely different.
Yeah.
So I think for me, like after I found out from my senior, he said, you know, there's actually this program called GEIP in Ngee Ann. So in film and media studies, which is the mass comm side of Ngee Ann mass comm side,
Yeah.
there are like different schools within the polytechnic. So the FMS side actually also has overseas internships. So the overseas internship for the FMS side was not open because of the COVID. But then the GEIP one was open, and he was like, why don't you just try? But GEIP, like, it just seems like a very intimidating thing to do. Like, you just sign up thinking like, okay, you won't get in. Because like you'll be like maybe my GPA is not high enough, especially with Ngee Ann's competitive environment, like a 3.8, 3.9 is something that you would want to get into university and everything. And honestly, I'm not at a 3.8, 3.9, 5.0 level, so I was like, okay, they're going to choose the smarter kids because obviously like they're smarter. That was my mindset, but I think I was wrong because like I think they really chose students that had more like social, like willing to try kind of vibe, and like having like business ideas, that kind of thing. So when I went in the interview, it was like I had to like really prepare for it. So when I found out from my seniors, that's when I started texting all the different alumni of GEIP, and I went to Google and asked them like, so how do you get in? Like, what do you prepare? So after they told me they prepare a like business model and everything, I decided to just like start everything and then go for the interview.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
So much more than me. So much more.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you do to prepare? Or like what was your thought process for this whole internship?
So during the application process, right, it coincided with my resume assignment for my own course. So just nice, I can kill two birds with one stone. And I just did both. I submitted the resume. So I really prepped because from ICT, right, we have this module that helps us to do interviews, do resumes and stuff. So we also have a mock interview that's also graded. So just nice, they all came at around the same time. So it helped me prepare for the GEIP interview, which honestly I didn't know what to expect. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, how I found about GEIP is actually, I already found out like during year 2, like me and my friend.
Oh, so Shannon's the earliest to find out about all these opportunities.
No, okay, because like my course is like arts business. So definitely when me and my friend, we had like a business idea, that kind of thing, and then we were thinking, why not we take a business internship? So we found out that NBS actually has GEIP, and then we thought like, okay, you know what, let's just like apply this when you're in year 3. And then in year 2, like during the sem break, I also took up this like module in MP. Like it's like you have to, basically it's like a,
it's a minor.
It's a minor.
It's not
Yeah,
a
it's a
module, it's a
minor.
minor. So MP, you can choose an extra minor. The minor can consist of like different skill sets,
Yeah,
such as
correct.
entrepreneurship,
Social
like,
media marketing,
social
all
media,
that.
or like sometimes even psychology. I think there's
Yeah,
a
there is.
psychology,
Psychology
one
and languages also.
languages
Yeah.
as well. So there's Korean, Japanese. So this is why MP,
MP is
you know.
better.
Oh, yes, we have electives. So.
yeah, okay. So then I took
Yeah.
that up. So then the teacher in charge told me, oh, you know you can actually like finish three of the like the same
Yeah.
mods, and then you can actually
Yeah.
graduate with a minor in entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
So
so
I was
for-
like, not bad. Then I'm like, okay, what if like I take out like a GEIP internship? Does it consider it as
Yeah.
like an
Yeah,
elective?
yeah.
It's like, yeah. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going. Then I'm like, yeah. You know, I actually went to YouTube and like Google like GEIP, and then I wanted to
Wow.
see like the other.
was there anything on it?
There is, but it's like 1 or 2, I would say. I wanted to see like how life was being a
okay.
GEIP student, but there was a little bit, but not really interesting. So I was like, okay, never mind. I'll go and ask the teacher. So I went down
Wow.
and then I talked to the teacher. I'm like, if I want to apply for GEIP, what do I need to do? He's like, you da 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 da. Then I'm like, okay, kind of cool. I'm just gonna apply. I'm like, okay, set.
Wait, then Sarah, for you, you said SP actually offers electives. Does it mean it ends with a minor or it's just electives?
No, it's just elective. You just go ahead. Conversational Mandarin. I was like, yeah.
So can you do it now?
You can speak Chinese?
Yeah, 我是What's There's something wrong.
Oh wait, so going back to the topic. So what was your family's or friends' reactions?
Why not you start, Steph?
Yeah, you're very close to your family.
I think mine had like it's like, I'll call it like a rojak. It's like,
So there's a mix of both.
it's like a mix of both. So like, my direct family, like actually it was my dad who pushed me for GIP. Because I briefly introduced this program to him and he was like, why aren't you signing up? Because usually when I mention something, I will like say the next course of action. But this time I was just like, there's this internship program called GIP. And then he was like, are you just going to stop there? Then I'm like, well, I don't think my GPA is high enough to get in, so I don't want to try. Then he's like, but what is there to lose? Then I'm like,
Slay uncle.
no, then after that, in my brain, I was probably thinking like maybe my dignity or like my ego a little bit, just a tiny bit. Then after it's like, you just need to sign up and just give it a shot. If you don't get in, you don't lose anything. It's just a stepping stone. He says there's so many things you can take out of the interview, even if you fail. But because of my dad, I decided to just pursue. And when I told my yeye, which is like my grandfather, my dad's side, he went like nuts. Like he didn't want me going overseas at all, like 0%. So when my grandma and my mom passed on, like everything became really quiet. So when my yeye heard that like I was going overseas, he was like, how much more is the house going to become quiet? And like I think that was when I started feeling a little bit guilty for like signing up for this program, because it made me realize like he's actually really affected by how quiet the house actually got. I just kept asking my dad, do you think I should just like not go?
Yeah.
Like then my dad was like, you shouldn't let your family like hold you back. And he says like he will talk to my grandpa. Then they actually made a deal. So the deal was my grandpa will only let me go if my dad promises to bring my grandpa over at least one time. So they're actually coming over next week.
That's quite cute.
So that's like the deal. And then like I think it made him a bit more like, okay, that's the deal. Yeah.
Okay, so honestly, when I told I went to apply, I went for the interview, only when I got accepted, then I told my parents about it. Like I get accepted for the physical internship.
Yeah.
Then I told my parents about it. Then my dad was like, huh? Why did you go and apply? like you could do like internship in Singapore. Like why do you have to go overseas? Then I'm like, it's just for the experience, man. Like how often would I actually do it? Like I have the same thinking as your dad. Like just YOLO. Then after that, my dad was like, you just went for the interview and failed it. Then I was like, excuse me, that's not how you taught me. Like failed an interview. It's like, yeah. Okay, so honestly, my mom was quite supportive, I would say. Like she was okay, but she was just worried. But then it didn't like it didn't affect her ultimate decision about that. So my dad was very against it. Like he was like telling my mom like, are you sure like you're okay with your daughter going overseas, blah 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 blah. Then my mom is like, oh never mind. Like he just like let my dad think about it. So when I broke it to my aunts and my grandparents, then after that they were like, why do you need to go overseas? Like, and it's like Bangkok. It's like the perception of Bangkok they have is like,
it's so different.
it's very dangerous. Like you can't do this, you can't do that. Like okay, like I understand it's because it's not as safe as Singapore. But honestly, like I think because of like, okay, this I hope it's not mean to say, but I think because of like they have like a old folks kind of thinking that like, because when they were in Bangkok it wasn't safe and things like that. But honestly, how I reassured them is like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and like maybe call you or like update you about things. And so I told my dad.
How about you, Nick?
So I did the same as Shannon also. So I didn't tell them about I was applying. I applied everything first. I went through all the interviews, the forms, and then after I got accepted, after I got my job, then I told them. So I really told them very late because
actually that's quite late.
Because I'm the only child, right? So I'm very sure that my mom won't really like let me go, or she will be quite against it, and like she'll try to make me stay in Singapore, right? So if I just do everything first, then I tell her.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking also. Like
then
I did already. You cannot do anything.
Yeah, then I told them like, oh, I already spent like countless of hours doing this already. So if you stop me, then you just wasted all my effort. Sounds a bit mean, but then
well, both of you like got like a lot of thinking juices of the plan.
No,
on how
because
to tell
like
the parents
honestly,
and
right? Sometimes if you tell them before you do it, they will just keep on telling you don't do it. But you know inside that you really want to do it. So like why not? Okay, I do everything nice. I proposing to you. Yeah.
Or like the Google slideshow, like, okay, why I must go GIP?
Like you know, like then I told my dad, it's like, you know, like it's a business kind of like internship. Like you never know, I become an entrepreneur next time, you know?
Yeah.
Your girl can become a boss, you know? I mean,
And talking about the perceptions part, were your family's perception of Bangkok like, was it dangerous? Like everyone kept saying it was dangerous, but now that I'm here, I don't feel it. Like I remember like a month for preparation, I was still telling Shannon. Like Shannon and I discussed like we were going to be roommates. Then after that we were like, let's get pepper spray. Like we hook it onto our bags.
or
Just
like,
in case we have to walk down like any dark alleys or anything. But now that it's like it's so safe that like people were also telling me like don't use tote bags because it may get like cut or something. But I see every like local here using tote bags as well. Like it can't be that dangerous, right?
I
Okay,
think it's
let's
not
not
very fair
jinx
to.
it.
Yeah, you can, because we stay in very like
Oh yeah,
populated
that's true,
areas.
that's true, that's true.
So just for your information, we stay near a BTS, right? So there's a lot of people going in and out, and we don't go into the different alleys.
Yes.
So like for a few times, I went to some alley to try and find a basketball court, and it's like quite quiet, and there's not much lights or anything there. It's really very different from the city that we are experiencing now.
I just feel it's kind of sad that like the perception of Bangkok is like it's dangerous, then people won't like really come. Like I feel like it's a very nice country.
think it's because,
I really
like,
think it's a nice country.
they haven't traveled like maybe during the COVID or like before
true.
COVID. So things have actually changed. Like my mom was here, like today, like I mean she's still here, but then she came, and then she's like, actually Bangkok changed a lot.
Yeah,
like
I remember her telling me that Chinatown used to have like a boat. Like she took a boat to Chinatown, and I was like, what?
A boat?
Like a boat? Like I've never remembered Chinatown having a river beside it.
I don't know.
There's no river. I went there. There's no river. It's just a very long stretch of roads with many different
Yeah. So when
alleys.
she told me she actually took a boat there, I was like,
How many years
how
ago
many
did
years
you?
ago did you come here?
Where would the river be?
I don't know.
Okay, wait. Enough of parents. How about your friends?
My friends were like, that's so cool. Like, yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
But I think when we talk about like my boyfriend's, oh my gosh, that was so sad. Felt sad because he felt like I'm his only friend. He felt like I'm his best friend. Then like I'll be going away.
That's
So like it was so difficult for like the first 1 month, but after a while it was okay lah. You know.
They were so
We-
cute though. Like I
Oh,
see,
thanks.
I see her stories and like her TikToks that she makes
You
for
should check
him.
out her TikTok.
It's like
Yeah,
they,
be shy lah. So
like she can even make a TikTok vlog right of her FaceTiming her boyfriend on a virtual date.
I mean, because like, we have to like understand each other, so I think it takes a bit of like compromise. So it's like just spend some time like with your family. Like, example, like calling your grandparents, calling your parents. Like for me, it's like I have to also like take care of his feelings.
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
spending that like dinner time together just to eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like okay, just
It's
do
so cute.
Yeah.
I love it. I like legit love it. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, I think for me it's like all my friends were like really excited and like it's excited in a sense like it was interesting to them and they were excited
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, correct.
But I think we were all like really excited and because of the excitement I was like just go. But then after like a month, right, I could feel the difference between like being here and like being there with them where I can just be like, hey, you wanna go out? Then after that they'll be like, yeah, sure, just go out. But then here's like we can't go out and then it's like
Yeah.
sometimes hard to schedule a call as well because they are also interning. So when they're interning and like when they finish work, like I'm still working and sometimes I'll work like overtime as well till like sometimes midnight. and then they'll be like, Steph, can we call them? I'm like, no, I can't because like sometimes the things I edit, like I need to focus when I edit. After a while, like I started to really miss them. But what hit me more is when they tell me they miss me and then they don't just stop there. They'll send a video or something from the past and be like,
Oh my,
I'm
so
really-
sentimental.
yeah, they'll be like, I'm really missing this moment. And then like when I'm like near my
Yeah.
Women's Day and my hormones are like kicking
Women's
in like
Day.
damn strong, right? Like they send me in the text, right? It can not even be like emotional, it can be just simple like 3 words, I miss you, right? And then the picture comes in and I'll just like start crying. And the thing is like what she said, like my dad is like quite supportive or like he's actually very supportive and he keeps coming in Bangkok to like make sure that we're okay. So every time he comes back to Bangkok, it kind of gives me a hint of what I'm missing in Singapore. And like it makes me realize like it keeps making me question like, do I really like staying here? Or like am I just missing the people in Singapore? So I told Shannon before, like I really love Bangkok and I love the culture and the people here. But I still would love my loved ones to be here with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that brings up the importance of like a support system.
Yeah.
Like even when you're overseas, like your friends to like call you,
Yeah.
to like message you, like it's so important. Shannon, you want to say something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Oh,
I'm a FaceTime girl. If like my friends want to call me at night, I will call them. But I mean some days there isn't, but I'm fine with it. It's just like because I don't get to like
Yeah.
physically interact with them. So the next thing to like seeing their face is FaceTime.
What about you, Nick? Do you miss your friends?
Yeah, I do miss them a bit, but then I'm actually very thankful for them that when I told them I was going overseas, right, they're all very supportive. They all like actually they came in one big group to send me off also.
That's cute.
Yeah. Then they told me to have fun here, and then when we go back, can have fun, So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a guy's thing, but then like we don't have to like text a lot. We just need to see them
Like
like
low
once.
maintenance.
Yeah, I just
I
need to see them, then it's like back
yeah.
to normal times again.
So do y'all even like call or message?
Sometimes I do call sometimes, but then I'm quite busy also, and I have to spend like my time doing my own things. So calling is like a very long process, right? So if like X amount of friends, and each call is like 1 to 2 hours.
you
right?
don't
Then you multiply.
You don't have to. I'm celeb doing maths.
No,
Wait,
no, but
so I call this person today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Honestly, right, you don't have to call all your friends. I don't call all my friends.
No, like I don't think it's about like calling all your friends. I think it's not about having like that big number of friends. It's just about having like what you said, that support system. It doesn't really matter about the number. It's more about how genuine that friendship is and how genuine like both of you are willing to be each other's support system. Because a friendship cannot be like imbalanced. If it's too imbalanced, it won't work out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like on the first or second week when we started like working, I got so homesick.
Yeah.
Like
Oh my god,
I got so homesick. Like
yeah, but I just didn't say.
I low-key like I think like I cried like for 2 nights and then I'm like, what the heck was I doing? Yeah, so I was so homesick. But I think slowly we adapt. So
Yeah, like there was 1 week. I think the same week where like Shannon was also homesick. Like that week was terrible. Like in terms of my work, like I messed up so much. Bosses. I was telling my parents like, Mama, Papa, I feel like quite bad. Like I just didn't tell them why. I didn't tell them like I messed up because I didn't want them to like talk and talk.
Yeah,
so I was like,
yeah.
I just feel a bit tired. And then that same night, my dad like woke up and he messaged me like, okay, I booked a flight for this weekend. Then I was like, huh? Like on the same week he booked a flight for that weekend. Then I felt like, oh my gosh. Then I saw the flight details. He actually like booked for like just a 24-hour day. Like he landed on like Saturday morning and he goes back on like Sunday morning. Like at night when like everything was settling down, I felt so sad because I was like, oh my gosh, tomorrow he's leaving. Then I felt like he spent so much money to come visit me because like I really miss like home. Then he went back to like the airport, right? Then I wanted to take video of him like saying bye bye. Then I got scolded because actually you're not allowed to do that. I was like, bye, bye, bye. And he was like, bye. And then I was like, no. I was like, I turned away and I cried.
No, it's so ironic that like the family comes here to make us feel less homesick,
but it
when
makes us
they leave,
more
because
homesick.
it gives us that tint of like
Correct.
that warmth and that security and that love that like we have in Singapore, but like here it's like we have it only virtually. Do you guys have any goals for yourself? Like
After this whole
like for this trip, like for example, like what
That's
kind of person
heavy.
do you want to be? Like what kind of like experiences you want to experience before like we head back to our like Singapore life?
Well, I want to at least experience like the different parts of Thailand. So now we're in Bangkok, right? I want to go to other cities like Chiang Mai or something, and just like explore around, tour around a bit. And I also want to be able to speak a bit of Thai and all this.
speak of that's
Yeah.
true.
Kapun ka.
Sawadee
Sawadee ka. And you know 2 words, kapun ka and sawadee ka.
I know katoka.
I know I learned it yesterday. My almu, which means no pork, please. So important for me.
It's very important for you.
yeah.
Because everything here is like pork also, right? A lot of
Yeah.
dishes have a lot of pork inside.
Yeah, correct. And like even like minced meat will be pork. There's no such thing
Even the
as
soup
chicken.
base might have pork also.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean like similar to Nicolas, like obviously I want to pick up some Thai, like that's so cool. Like talking to like the locals in Thai, and then they will smile at you, like, and then personally, I mean like obviously I would want to be more independent. Like now that we
But
kind of
actually,
have,
I feel
our
like less independent, honestly.
why? Because I'm
Why?
helping you do
No, it's
your
like
laundry.
it's
No,
like,
kidding.
Like hello, we alternate the laundry, okay?
Yeah.
You're making me seem as if like I don't do my laundry. But going back to like her, what she said about independence, right? It's like I feel less independent
Why?
because she's there. It's like
Yeah.
she's always there. Like in Singapore, like I have my own room, so like I have to take care of my own space, and like
You still have your own
and like
room?
because my family gives me a lot of freedom, so I usually take care of myself as well. It's like they support me a lot, but I have like a lot of freedom and a lot of things. I would say I would want to speak a little bit of Thai, but I don't know how realistic that goal is. So I think the goal for myself is just like I know that I've gained some skills. Like
Yeah.
I've been pushed. I've been like learning skills that I won't normally learn or normally choose to learn. I think that's my goal. Or like going back with like my values being even stronger.
Mm.
I agree.
Interesting.
But I remember like just now you said like you felt really small like when you got scolded, right? I relate to that feeling.
Yeah, I relate.
Like I
Cause
really
yeah.
relate to that feeling. Like sometimes when like I know like my work quality is not up to the standard I
Yeah.
want, right?
It
Even if
will
they don't
drive me
score or they
down.
don't notice that work quality going down, right? I feel like low key guilty inside. Like
Am I
like,
not doing
yeah,
enough?
like am I not doing enough?
Did
Like
they
could I
hire
have
the
done
wrong
better?
person? That
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
That's me every time also.
Yeah.
Because for tech, right, there's no specific time frame you can finish something. It's
Yeah.
it's like many ifs, right? So sometimes I do something a bit slowly. I mean, it's not very slow, but then
Not as fast as expected.
or like maybe I planned like 3 hours for this, but I take
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 hours because I have to debug something.
Yeah.
Then I feel quite bad. Like, am I just not good at my work,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
is it just very hard? Like, there's no good estimate for me. So
Correct.
yeah,
correct.
right.
Like, am I not good at my work?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
in
yeah.
school, it's totally different dynamics.
Because
you know?
it's your assignment, so it's
Yeah.
your grades,
And
bro.
like, yeah, exactly. And like, you really take charge.
Yeah.
And like, I think what Nicolas said like previously is like, we all play such a big role in the company because
Yeah.
like we are
So
the only
small.
few
Yeah, yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like you feel that you have a very big stake to play. So it's like
Yeah.
if you mess up, it's like you don't just mess
mess
up on your end. Like, it affects your grade. It
It's the
affects
It's like a
whole
domino.
company.
Yeah.
That's why when I had a lot of mistakes in like the second week, I felt like, oh my gosh, like I felt so like incapable
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. But I think like moving to that, my goal would just be, I mean, of course I can make mistakes, but maybe like just be more careful with my work. Mr. Martin will be so happy to hear that. Yeah. And I think I'll also just be learn more skills. Like for me, yeah.
What kind of skills?
What I'm doing now, like in terms of video editing, right? Like in school, I do not like to do video editing.
Yeah, neither
At
do
all.
I.
I do not like it. But that's like mostly what I've been doing, and I've been learning so much more. Like how he
Yep,
sings the stuff, how he plans his things.
All the
So-
different tools that we have never touched before.
yeah, and like how he creates a template for videos. That's really interesting. So I want to like learn how he thinks as a founder, then
Yeah.
move on from there.
So that's it for Interns Undercover podcast series episode 1. We'll see you next time. Bye.